unpopular financial opinion.
What?
I think that many people hate me for this.
What?
But passive income is not for most people.
Oh, are you saying most people will be poor?
Ivan here is an undervalued investor.
And Sean here is all about probabilities.
And we're here to talk about unpopular
UFO!
financial opinion.
So Sean, I feel that passive income works. So why do you say that it's not for most people?
You must understand from my perspective first, right?
Yeah.
I started off with very little money, right? So if I've gone through the path of passive income, and let's say I invest like stocks or bank stocks, REITs, everything, right? The money that I get back every year, let's say 1,000, 2,000 a year, how can I ever achieve financial freedom?
How do you get a number 1,000, 2,000?
Like 20,000, I invest, I save 20,000, I invest, get 5% return a year. It's only like 1,000 bucks, right?
Oh, that means you're a poor investor lah.
No, I'm not poor investor, I'm poor.
No, what I'm saying is...
But that's where I started off from, right? That's the truth, right? If that's the case, and my friends around me, they are very like me when I first started, right? And if I preach or I tell them, hey, just keep investing into this passive income mode. You 1,000 a year, 1,000 a year, how will you ever get to that financial freedom?
Oh, I disagree with you because there's this thing called the law of compounding. It's
Law of
the eighth
compounding.
wonder of the world.
Eighth wonder of the world.
Yeah. So the key thing in life, right, whether we are talking about investing, right, is not to miss the forest because of the trees, and you are staring at the tree.
I don't agree. I tell you why, very simple. As I said, 20,000, you add 1,000 equals 21,000, right? Then 21,000, then you add what? Another 5% is only how much? 1,200 or something.
Because
it's
you
like
are
so
calculating at so low a number of like 5%.
No, I don't agree. So
What if you invest in the index?
bro, let me show you the ninth wonder of the world.
What?
The ninth wonder of the world, which is better than eighth wonder of the world, is this thing called growth investing.
And
I rather look at methods that can grow my 20,000 to 40,000. Why I care about the 1,000?
okay, you go ahead.
You see,
Explain more.
Let me share you one thing.
Sure.
Okay, let's say for example, instead of investing in like bank stock, REITs, which give you like pretty much quite fixed at 5% a year, right? And there's not much variation, right? Of course, from my perspective, I used to invest in property. Also, not used to. I'm still investing in property, right? Where to me, by calculating by rental income, by calculating, of course, how much my tenant pay off my loan, by calculating capital appreciation based on the money that I put in, right? I'm basically almost doubling my initial capital every like 5 years.
Okay, so how I look at it is like, for example, if you invest into the S&P, or like maybe some counters that will give you 10% a year, right? It will actually compound over time. So if you start with 20,000, right? After 1 year, it's 22,000, right?
And that's what I'm talking about. Because of this whole compounding thing, which is the eighth wonder of the world.
Yes.
Right? They fail to see, or at the point of time, even I talk about myself lah. Last time I always believe in this also. I fail to see the ninth wonder of the world, which is growth. Growth investing. If you only have 20,000 or 30,000, no, you hear me first. You have 20,000 or 30,000, correct? You know that that's 5% a year doesn't make a change in life. Then why wouldn't you look for that opportunity or that investment vehicle that can double your money, let's say in 3 to 5 years time?
Okay, so
rather than to stick to a sure way of getting only 5% a year.
Let me talk. Okay. Whether it's growth or value, right? It's the same thing. All value or growth investing is going for undervalue investing. Okay? So it's just calculating what is the intrinsic value of the final investment, right? And then what is the price that we're paying for now and going for it. So growth and value is the same.
Yes, but share me an example of investing into like bank stock or REITs, which is that double in value in 5 years or 10 years. Can you name me one?
I don't have.
Warren Buffett definitely did not go through the ideology of having passive income to build his wealth today. He probably did not have that mindset into play, right? Why I really want to bring this up to me is because it's very distracting. I think it's very distracting for someone to start looking at, hey, you know what? This stock or this investment is giving me 5% return a year. And if I slowly compound my money in the next 20, 30 years to come, I am going to achieve financial freedom. When in fact, the initial pool by itself is really very small to begin with. So it will take like almost forever to even achieve a figure that this person can retire. So why not, instead of that, look for opportunities out there where we are focusing more into doubling the capital such that when he want to retire, then he can go to the passive income route, because I rather have a 5% return on $1 million capital, right? And that's enough for me to retire, as compared to slowly growing that 20,000, 5% every single year, compound whatever, however long you want.
Where is the distinction between passive and what you're saying?
I'm talking about passive income. Because why? I feel that if one focus a lot into passive income, they'll be very blinded by this thing called the dividend that's coming back to you, right? And because they're blinded from this dividend that's coming back to you, and that will be their top priority when it comes to choosing what to investing in, then they'll be definitely, I feel it's very easy to lose focus into the main biggest thing, which is actually, if your capital in the first place is not big, then no matter how much percentage you get on that small capital, it's still not enough to retire. So I'm saying here is that instead of focusing to passive income and looking for things that give you passive income, you should look on the other spectrum, which is look for something, maybe stocks. In stocks perspective, look at something that's fine, undervalued but with very good growth potential. In property perspective, look for something that you know that putting a 20-25% down payment is buying into something that's undervalued, and you are confident that this property will grow in the next 5 years, 20-30% plus capital appreciation, such that you double your money, right? So look for more of such opportunity rather than being distracted by all these passive income opportunity. So that's what I'm talking about. Passive is fine. Alright, everyone looks for a passive way to make money. Right? But when I add in passive income by itself, everyone immediately, the thought process is to go to buy something that gives you a passive income, right? In property perspective, it's going for maybe even going for property that the developer giving you a guaranteed rental of like 5% a year. That's passive income to most people. Going for, as I said, the bank stocks, the REITs, right? Where we don't see much growth happening in this type of property asset classes or stock. Therefore, most people, if you focus into passive income with a small pot of gold or a small pot of capital, I think it's just so difficult to even achieve financial freedom. It takes forever. Backward calculate it from your starting capital and ask yourself this question instead: how can I grow my capital from X amount to your final goal, alright, in how many years? And find a strategy that can consistently make you that growth.
Thank you for sharing. Ultimately, right, I disagree with you. I feel that passive income works. And this is once again the rule of the law of compounding interest. Okay? So if you say that if we are investing in the stock market or like other instrument, right, and we can get a return of 10% a year. I put 10%, right? The key, right, is to really look at the forest. Okay? What do I mean by that? See, we may have an investment horizon, right, of 40 years. Okay? So if we backtrack down, right, if your end goal is $1 million, right, if you calculate back, right, for 40 years, all you need is 22,000 in the bank. 22,000, and you compound it by 10% a year, right?
For 40 years.
For 40 years, you'll be at $1 million. So every 22,000 is $1 million.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't sound too bad.
That's pretty good.
Right.
Yeah. So in other words, right, if you are 22,000 in the bank today, right, if you listen to what I say, you will be a millionaire.
Yeah lah, but if you listen to my method, you'll be a multi-millionaire. You know what? Let's leave it to the audiences to think about it and discuss, right? I think, you know, if you guys agree with me, alright, that passive income can be a distraction, okay, and of course, rather focus into finding growth opportunity for your capital, please give me a thumbs up, a like button.
Yeah, and if you want to disagree with him, right, type in the comments, right, to let him know that passive income is the true way to go for.
Give him a thumbs down lah.
No thumbs down, okay? No thumbs down. If you like this video, you can also catch our next episode, which is dying with massive debt is good for you.
Good man, alright. But anyway, I think got a better topic here, which is actually if you invest in high risk, most of the time actually you get very low rewards.
And that is for fools.
What fool? That's the truth. And if you guys have more unpopular financial opinion, do comment below, because I also want to look at it, and then it's usually very fun for us to discuss about such unpopular opinion. I want to continuously banter with my dear friend over here.
So see you soon.
See you soon.